Hello, adventurers! Today I wanted to share one of my favorite Colorado campgrounds with you. This is the Clear Creek Reservoir. This is a free campsite that I initially found off of freecampsites.net, and I have been here more than a handful of times. In fact, it's one of the most beautiful places where you can have water access to both the stream and then also a lake, but they also have vault toilets despite being free. And I consider that a huge win. Now, I've been here so many times and I've only had one actual bad experience staying here, and it wasn't necessarily because of the campsite, more so because of the campers. There are rules posted around and, well, some people chose not to necessarily follow them, but that didn't stop me from returning to share my adventures with you here. So today, enjoy the Clear Creek Reservoir with me. The last time that we were out here, we were way over there, like way over there, guys. And it was crazy because this entire section right here was actually filled in RV after RV after RV, almost like it was a car lot. It was crazy packed, and I've never seen it like that. Typically, you're more likely to see it like this, where everybody's kind of abiding by the one vehicle per campsite area. And that's how it's supposed to be. So whenever you're coming out to lands like this, what you're looking for is a fire ring. One fire ring equals one campsite. And that's how it's supposed to be. But this is kind of what it looks like on a more typical day. It's absolutely beautiful out here. And this is just the beginning. Here is our fire ring. And look at the view. This is why I love this campsite so much. It's amazing. It's really amazing. But what I think I'm gonna do is actually pull out my solar panel and charge up my battery a little bit, let my van chill, and just enjoy this outdoor space. It's so gorgeous, and I'm actually gonna set my chair and table out, I think also. Yeah, I think that's a good call. But before we do that, what I might do is actually take you guys on a little bit of a tour of the grounds. Of course, I'll have to put some other shoes on, but that's okay. It's about 73 degrees today. There's a nice, gentle wind, and I think it's time for us to go on a walk. For this walk, we will be definitely taking some water because I don't know how long we're gonna be walking. So we're leaving Dimples behind for a little bit, and here we go. Now, as you can see, over to the side of that hill over there, there's a trail, and that's actually, I think, part of the Colorado Trail. And there's a few other trails across this way also. Today my hair is looking a little wild. Let's talk about that. Yesterday I went and actually did my whole shower thing, put my hair up into this clip, and it's not been the same since. So this is fun. As you can see, as you kind of follow the waterway, there are all of these little tucked off campsites. And this one actually doesn't have a pull-in. This one has a little parking spot kind of over here, and then you can bring in your tent over here. And as you can see, this one also has that access right there. It's so nice. Now, you can get in the water here. They discourage you from fishing unless you have a Colorado fishing license, obviously, but you can see here, it's pretty clear. I haven't ever seen a fish in here, to be honest, but I do see people fishing in it, so there must be. But most people actually are ending up catching things actually at the reservoir section, which is downstream more. But yeah, it's just beautiful. And this water is super, super chilly. I remember that from the first time I was here. I decided I was gonna use some of this water right here and filter it, and then take a shower. Whew, talk about cold. Now there is a sign once you cross over the waterway that looks like this, and it shows you where the actual campground is and then where you're not allowed to be. But there is a trail on this side that you can actually go down. You just cannot camp or actually go into this section right here. So we could take this trail, and if we did, it would take us all the way around the side of the reservoir itself and then over to this really beautiful pond that you can access actually from the highway. There's a parking area off the highway that will actually lead you straight down this trail and over to this trail. Now this trail right here is actually part of the Colorado Trail, which is a pretty lengthy trail. It takes you all the way through here and then over the bridge that we just crossed over, past our campsite and up into the mountains, kind of behind where this tree is. Now on this visit, I've been seeing tons of people taking the Colorado Trail because it's just a really popular trail. So you'll see lots of people with their through packs on looking real weighty. So if you're kind of wondering where they're coming from, that's where. But let's go back down to the water. This is a little bit steep, but well worth it. As you can see, this is why I like this site. It's amazing. And you can walk down this little bed for quite some ways. But I will say this, if it is raining, this thing is flowing. So kind of look at the weather app before you come out, I guess. That would probably be best. But amazing, just amazing. Exploring here when it isn't super crowded is divine. It's quiet. You can hear the breeze. You can hear the stream. And you can come out and not have a million people on the trail, which is amazing. Which is, again, why I wanted to come back and show you this, because even though I think that the last video that I did was necessary to show you that sometimes stuff like that happens, more often than not, places are like this. So amazing. Good morning, adventurers. Woke up this morning, opened up the doors, have this great water view. Oh, this is spectacular here. I mean, how could you not love waking up to this? It's so pretty. But I will say this, it did get kind of chilly last night. I was really surprised because when I went to bed, it was still pretty nice. And about, I want to say 3 o'clock in the morning, that's whenever it got cold. I was actually doing really good just sleeping in my normal pajamas here with my little hood and my little fleece, and it felt nice. And then around 3 o'clock, it was like next level cold. In fact, we ended up with a little ice, despite the fact that I had good ventilation going in here. It was just that kind of cold. And right here you can see where that's kind of deciding to dissipate now. So I'll be wiping down the ceiling of the van with my Norwex towels. That's the best way to do it since I don't have insulation. But I was just shocked because when I woke up this morning it said that it was 45 degrees, but this was definitely ice. So yeah, it was pretty cold. So what I think I'm gonna do is move around a little bit to kind of get some blood flowing, maybe make some coffee, not sure. Definitely need to put things in their place because we were only getting to stay one night here. We have something super exciting coming up that you're gonna see in another video. And yeah, I have thoroughly enjoyed coming back here and sharing this with you. And I hope you can see now why I wanted to return. It's just such a cool place. But enough of that, I need to get out of bed. I left the Weeboost connected last night so I could watch some Netflix, and wow, it worked so well. This is the same site that I had no bars at prior to hooking up the Weeboost, and I had full signal with it, so that was super handy. Now at this campground, they do have a restroom. It's like right there. But it's just like a vault toilet, so there's no like running water or anything. So everything we do, we have to do at our campsite, which is fine. I have everything here. So I think what I'm going to do is actually get kind of cleaned up and awake looking and try to pry myself away from this amazing place. I love it here so much. Again, I stop here every single time I come through Colorado, and it's usually like this, where there's people here, but it's still nice and chill. And wow, going to bed with the sound of the water and waking up with the sound of the water, just perfect. Okay, everybody, the van is now packed up. We are ready to go off to our next adventure, and I have thoroughly enjoyed circling back around to the Clear Creek Reservoir. I hope you can see now why I think this is one of the most spectacular, amazing places to stay. It's just one of those places you can come to and feel so much better. Something about this water is magic, let me tell you. So if you do get a chance to come out here, try coming out during the week, not on a busy week like a holiday week or something like that, and just enjoy and soak in all of the amazingness. Take a hike, sit out in the sun, just play in the water a little bit, and you will love it too. If you've enjoyed coming along today, make sure that you leave a like, hit the subscribe, and check out my campground playlist where I have tons of other places just like this. Till next time, guys, bye!